not aware, we're doing a giveaway for a Nano Ledger S. So this is our incentive for you guys to subscribe. We'll be giving it away at 1,000 subscribers. So, all right, C3 family. Luna Terra is a layer one crypto project. So you may be asking yourself, what is a layer one? So pulled this article up real simple over here on CoinMarketCap, and a layer one blockchain is a set of solutions that improves the base protocol itself to make the overall system a lot more scalable. There are two most common layer one solutions. These are consensus protocol changes as well as sharding. So when it comes to consensus protocol changes like ETH are moving from older, clunkier consensus protocols such as proof of work, POW, to much faster and less energy wasteful protocols such as proof of stake. So sharding is one of the most popular layer one scalability methods. Sharding breaks these transaction sets into small data sets, which are known as shards, and these can then be processed by the network in parallel. So if you're curious about layer one versus layer two, we have this article linked in the description below. We're not going to bore you with reading on the live stream. So I wanted to show you guys the charts and some accumulation levels. So like what Al was pulling up earlier on Luna Terra, we really need to hold this 200 moving average. If we do not hold that 200 average and we fall below this $30 level, it could look really nasty. So this is some zones. We would be setting prices in the $45 range, you know, even down to 30 for some crazy black market event or something, Black Friday. So our next project that we're going to be talking about is ADA. And man, it does not look good for Cardano. Cardano has fallen below major support, which is this $1.20 to kind of $1.12 range. And it has had a hard time coming back up. Cardano as a project's been having a really hard time. Their social sentiment isn't that great. I've been seeing a lot of tweets, people saying they just sold their Cardano bag and got into something else like Polygon or Solano.
Solano did just have their Sunday swap collaboration, correct?
Yeah, I believe so. And it didn't seem like a very good launch. Sunday swap did not seem to go very well. So I think the price was reflected in that. But anyway, if some accumulation levels for ADA, I would be looking at the dollar to about 85 cents, 84 cents. And if it falls below that, ladies and gentlemen, it is not looking good. So let's jump into Avalanche, AVAX. And right now, Avalanche is holding this 200 moving average, this pink line right here. And this is kind of do or die situation for Avalanche, because if it cannot hold this 200 moving average, there's a really good chance we're going to fall back down to this first pool of liquidity, anywhere from $51 to 41. And then if it gets even worse, we could really see a target of $35 to $26. So this is something to keep your eyes on. It really needs to hold this 200 moving average. And as you can tell, we're kind of at a major resistance support level right now. So let's jump into another favorite, Binance Smart Chain. This again is a layer one crypto. Binance has some of the best transaction fees across the crypto space. I really like using them. We have a video on how to create a Binance Smart Chain wallet down in the description. So right now, Binance Coin is also not looking that great in the fact that we're kind of coming in for a death cross right here. 200 moving average crossing below the 50 is not a good sign. That is typically a bearish movement. So we have some accumulation zones anywhere from like the 289 down to the 250 range. So Binance, we won't spend too much time on there, but it doesn't look the best for them. So Polkadot, another one of our favorite projects that actually, in my opinion, is flirting on the edges of death. In my opinion, of course, this is just financial opinion, never advice. This is forming a huge M formation. So Polkadot needs to really hold these levels, this $14 to $17 range, for it to actually look bullish. In my opinion, it's come a long way from its last resistance support line at $25. So You know, you may see some really good pricing, but it also may be pretty risky. Solano, another one of our favorite projects, actually really solid utility. It can do as many transactions, if not more, than Visa or MasterCard in a single second. But what we're seeing here is another death cross, the 200 coming down below the 50. And that's why I have some accumulation zones. The first one is $84 to 74. And if it can't hold this small liquidity pool, we're definitely coming down to the $50 range. So it's not really looking that good. We're quite a bit below our 200 moving average. We're almost 40% below it. So that's typically not a good sign. Um, let's check out Polygon MATIC. This is actually a really solid project. This is a layer 2 scaling solution. It's a layer 1, but it also has layer 2s and layer 3s built on top of it. It makes it really efficient blockchain. So right now, the reason I have this liquidity box from $1.60 down to the dollar range is because if it cannot hold this level right now, it's definitely not looking good for Matic. But I believe because of the utility and the amount of institutional investors in this project that it's going to keep growing. I think it's here to stay. And it also, if you look at the gap in between the moving averages, this gap to here, you see quite a significant gap. So we don't see the same movement towards a death cross as we did before. So that rounds out the layer 1 altcoin picks. These are levels we're watching for. Thank you guys very much for stopping by. Smash the like, hit the subscribe.